kind of performance with a normal muffler. That's all to do with the straight pipe. So we're gonna stick this son of a bitch in fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, probably B1. We got this big fucking thing behind it here. We're gonna just step it out of the way. There's the master debater, or the master painter, I mean. So anyway, how's she going today, guys? Well, we're here to pick up the finished product. I have to get Rob to send me some clips of him sandblasting and paintering it. Look at that. Nice! So anyway, we got to figure out how to get everything loaded in here. It's going to be a bit of a puzzle. I'll bring you back in a few.
Never skip arm day. Oh God. 12 minutes later.
That bearing just went out on the old girl, but worry about that after.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can do this one-handed for you, and maybe you can see. Yeah, I'll try it. say clear coat is the best coat. I would have to agree. Whew. Now, did that ever make that pop? Mama. It's gonna be the best looking swather around.
Well, would you look at that? Nice! Things aren't lined up 100% here because when the hood and everything gets bolted on, that's gonna go forward. Kind of hard to demonstrate, but anyway, you can see how it's leaned back. Anyway, I don't know if any of you guys ever fucked with these doors, but what an ignorant hooer to try to put back on again. But anyway, it's done. So now I got to get the intake pipe and the exhaust off, and the fuel cap and the rad cap, and I got some rubbers and stuff I got to put back on the hood and on these side panels. But first of all, we have to pop that apart inside of there and try and put in a new fuel gauge, and hopefully that is what the problem is and it's not the sender. I only ordered the gauge because the gauge in there, the needle's like wrapped all the way around and it doesn't show any signs of life when you start or stop the machine, so right there even. Then we got some filters and stuff to change too, so anywho, we'll get that popped apart now, and I'll bring you back in a couple minutes. Here's something kind of funny, whatever. With the new fuel gauge comes this installation instructions, and this is all that it says. You can pause that and read it yourself, but really all it's saying is you can't get the square style. The new ones are round. See, mine are square. And this new one here is just round, obviously, but like how they call it installation instructions, there's nothing about installing it whatsoever. It's kind of stupid too. You'd think, you know, information like that would be what would come up on their computer when they ordered the part, not sent to the guy ordering it to tell him, yeah, you can't get the square one, they're round, but it's the same thing. Oh, whatever. Stupid. Fuck is this gate to work on? This is for when you got hands this fucking size. This is not designed for that. It's made for, I don't know, these little hand people from Winnipeg that put them together, apparently. So I don't have the nuts on those two yet, because they didn't have that in the instructions either. They're different. Left and right to left are now opposite from how it used to be. So, now that I got it hooked up the right way, holy fuck-a-doodle, look at that. We got a working fuel gauge. Mint! So, now I just got to get those little nerts on there, which I have stashed all over the place down here. Well, those are my screws to put the piece back on. Chance to clean the dirt out from behind here too. Here's where all your cab air comes from, down that pipe there and out the vents. There's a little one on the side over there too, or a couple of them. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Mint! I was worried that wasn't going to be the problem. I was worried it was going to be the sender there, but well, you know, I'm going to try flipping the wires around. Son of a bitch, if that wasn't the problem. So, anyway, good enough. You're not going to believe this either. So I was just about had it back together and went, you know, I'm going to try something. So I took the old gauge, put it back in, and hooked the wires up the way that I had to put it to make that gauge work. Holy moly! You know what I think went on? This alternator gauge has been fucked with. You can see it's not in right, and you can tell someone's been in there. I think they had this whole thing off, and someone hooked those wires up when that was, and that's why it hasn't been working. So that's alright, I can bring their gauge back. Mint! Well, it's the next day again here. The 29's done. I didn't video any of it obviously because Dad's been working on that while I've been working on other shit, but whatever. Was a front wheel seal, nothing too exciting. So we're just bringing it back to the neighbor here now. He's only a few miles up the road. And then Dad's gonna go push trees with the cat, and I'm actually gonna go look at a skidoo, which is something I always said that I fucking hate, but I don't know, I've seen kind of a neat old girl. So anyways, talk to you again here in a minute. Well, she's all back together again. I don't know, this is quite a few days after whatever the last part was that I had videoed for you. This is things have been getting out of hand a little bit. Too much on the go, but fuck, she looks good, eh? I think the last thing we're doing was the fuel gauge in there, right? I can't remember. Anyway, there she is. Not too bad. I got to do the roof yet. I started on it. I sanded it. I put that Flex Seal where the things are cracked, primed it, and I put a little bit of red paint there just to see how it was going to look. But yeah, I also got the new sticker on the front here the other day. But that's what's crack-a-lacking right now. I also bought this the other day with Amanda's approval, and it lasted for about half an hour before it broke, so about par for the course. That's why I fucking hate snow machines, but I bought one anyways, right? Because I mean, look at it. 1980 Altigra, 5,000. Can't turn that down. It was a fairly good price too for the shape that it's in, but let me show you what happened here. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world to fix. I just didn't want to be fixing it already, but I guess that's what happens. The bearing here, fucking phone, this all slid over and it fell out of the bearing and hanger here. And then obviously this is what drives your track, right? So we had no more go, but it looks like Dad actually got this moved over. He was working on it this morning because today is the day that there's going to be a video coming out after this, but I had to go clean a bunch of snow at Grandpa's and load barley on a Super Bee, so I was gone fairly early this morning, so I helped him with this for a little bit, but he was out here longer than I was, obviously. But anyway, what's left on this roof, and I'm going to paint the rims. And then whenever the rest of my LED lights show up, I ordered Tiger lights. They're a direct replacement for the old lights. They had two, so I've got them in there. I just got to do the rest of them now. But anyways, you know, Rob's got a bunch of video of painting this and everything, but he's a busy man too and never got it sent to me yet. So whenever he puts the video on his own there of painting this, I'll make sure I share it and everything so you guys can go and watch. So anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Talk to all you guys in the next one.